and they told me that if I hadn't returned to if I didn't return to work, like you can't work here anymore, and like because you haven't fulfilled like your 2 weeks notice kind of thing, then you're not gonna be able to get a job with this company anymore. And and to me it wasn't. Yeah, I didn't bat an eyelash. I didn't bat an eyelash. I was like, good to go. I can live with that. I can absolutely live with not working here as a supervisor because I couldn't put in my 2 weeks notice because I have to stay with my daughter. Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
And because she was very young, she was like barely turned a year, I believe. She barely turned like a year old. So she got very sick, and I was kind of. It was a scary moment. It was a scary moment of like. I mean, it might have been, I guess, like overanalyzed it as like a life-threatening situation, but it was definitely like something that I was willing to just be like, you know what, I'll stop the presses kind of thing, and for my kids, I will absolutely
So
do anything and everything for them.
okay. What's the weakness right there in like a few words?
The weakness would be if I had to choose. If I had to choose between anything and them, I would no questions asked. That would always be them.
Okay.
So if that meant like losing a job that I had for whatever reason, so be it. So be it. I can always the way I see it is like it's not the only job in the world that there is. So
Okay. Okay. Now, so pretty much from what you're saying, you consider yourself the best person for this position. Is that correct?
yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, if you are like the best person for this, or you're like the best trainer, and you are so motivated and you want to do this, and you're not willing to give up on people, why would you like to join me teaching this boot camp instead of starting your own boot camp?
I would like I said, I've always considered myself to be a student. I don't consider myself ready to be a teacher in that sense of like own my own gym and run my own thing. I would love to absorb all the knowledge and the wisdom of anybody that's owned a gym, any trainers that have been in the industry for X amount of time. Um, to me, it's more beneficial to continue to learn than to consider myself fulfilled in that area and then begin to teach when I know there's a million things that I still need to learn. So I would love to. It's like that one saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. It's kind of like that in the sense of I feel like when I'm ready as a student, when I feel like okay, I myself I'm ready to go on to I guess the next level of like being a student under somebody else's wing and kind of okay separate myself and make a name for myself or something like that. But I don't feel like that'll happen within the next few years because I still know that there's a lot of experience behind this whole industry and this whole setting up your own gym, all that the whole business and all that. So
Okay. Now, what would you say to a client who's trying to lose weight and it's doing like one of those really drastic diets, eating like 800 to 900 calories a day, just like really, really low? What would you say to them?
I would
And if they tell you like, you know what, it's because I really want to lose weight, and I'm not seeing the weight come up, so I'm just eating like 900 calories a day. What would you tell them?
I would tell them that eating less is not going to solve the problem. Eating less would not solve the problem at all. It's more of a burn more calories than you consume kind of thing. So it's not just about your diet. You can eat as little calories as you want, but your body will take that as we need to store more energy because you're giving us less
Hmm.
kind of thing. So we'll just store more fat. So it's counterproductive. And so no, you need to yes have a proper diet, but don't cut any. You don't need to eat less. You just need to eat right. And what you do eat, you need to burn more calories. Like when you go work out, you got to make sure that exercise for X amount of time is burning those calories off, and to stick with it, to stay motivated, to persevere, because it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen like within 2 days. But if you stick with it long enough, and if you're persistent, and you tell yourself that you can do it, you can do it, you will do it, you will do it, and you'll see it happen. It will happen. It absolutely will happen, and that is just, I think, one of the most rewarding things is seeing that progress and that process in the mirror. Every day that you get up and or on the scales, even or on the tape.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's absolutely just stick with it. Stick with it. Diet, eat right, but you don't have to stop eating. And exercise, and when you exercise, you got to make sure that you're burning more than you're consuming.
Okay.
And slowly but surely, you'll definitely get the results that you want.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, where Well, now that you see the location, like, is it convenient to you to come over here often? Like, where do you
Actually,
live?
yes.
Is it close to you?
I live right now. Where I'm living right now is in the northeast part of town, but I'm actually gonna be living with my girlfriend who lives in central. She lives actually like right up the street from here.
Oh, really?
Like I mean, it's on the opposite side of. It's like on Mesa, but it's very close. It's like a 5-10 minute drive from where that place is.
Okay. So if everything works, it wouldn't be a problem
Not
for
at
you to
all.
get here. Like, make sure you're on time. You're not just on time, but be early every
Right,
single time.
absolutely, yes, sir.
Because we cannot be at the same time that the clients are here. We need to
Right.
get everything ready
Absolutely.
uh, now tell me about your availability.
Availability, pretty much all day, every day. The only thing is
Well, you say you're gonna go to school, right?
right,
For
right,
kinesiology?
right, and that's the semester starts January 15th, something like that, somewhere in mid-January.
Like mid-January?
Right, and so my hours of school would be in the morning, but
Do you know what time? Do you already have your schedule,
yes,
or?
it's like 8 o'clock. I think when my classes are till noon, I believe, something like that. So they're all morning classes.
So like, so if everything works, you could work like early morning, kind of like a 6 a.m. workout kind of thing,
Sure, sure.
or evening ones, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Because usually our workouts would be like between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. So since I mean, if you go to school, then well, you can't do the later ones, but the early ones would work, right?
Right.
And then in the evenings, it's anywhere from like 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Right.
It
Yeah.
would be
In
the
the
time.
evenings, I'm free.
That would be good.
Absolutely free. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you have your own transportation?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, if everything works, when would you be able to start?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Today.
Right. Today.
Let's do it. We're actually gonna do a quick workout right now. So.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, perfect. That's all for now.